Bug Academy is currently on Kickstarter, and they have a demo available. And the publisher was kind enough to send me a key to look at this one. And while there isn't all that much there for right now, it definitely has the charm and perhaps the legs, or in this case wings, to go the distance. So the story of the game is that Bug Academy is essentially a quote-unquote, I guess, a class for bugs in order to become productive members of society. And apparently, in this world, bugs are known for moving refrigerators, stacking towers, and more. So the game itself is split into various classes, with each class requiring you to use the bugs at hand to complete a specific task. For this mission, you're supposed to be delivering washing machines and refrigerators to select rooms in these apartments. You always start with one fly, and one bug, and you'll find more as you explore the level. The more bugs you have, the more things you can lift, the faster you can move, stuff like that. In terms of the controls, it's kept very basic. You have your movement, you have kind of a flutter your wings or increase speed, and you have a grab. You cannot split your bugs up or anything like that, and we'll be talking more about that in a later part in a few minutes. But each mission is pretty straightforward. There doesn't seem to be any bonus collectibles or things like that to go for, at least in this version of the game. With each mission, you do get these different tasks. In this one, I'm a firefly trying to secure gems in a mine shaft. And again, the game has a really great look to it. It really almost reminds you of that kind of handmade look and feel that we saw in Little Big Planet. But with that said though, as we talked about a few minutes ago, that the game itself definitely seems to have some issues in terms of longevity, at least from what I saw in the demo here. And we're going to talk about that next, because again, with this being a Kickstarter demo, we don't exactly have 40 minutes to an hour of play here. But before we get to that, a quick shout out to our Patreon backers. Thank you to our Patreon backers, and if you'd like to continue this discussion on game design, check out our Discord channel, linked down below. Bug Academy is just oozing with charm, and it definitely helps this game out, but I do have a few issues with just the general controls and gameplay. If you haven't picked up on it yet, the game itself is entirely physics driven. As you can see, as I'm trying to maneuver this damn sofa out of the way there. And it can get a little bit frustrating when you're trying to manipulate things to go in a certain place or position. In the final mission of the demo, you have to stack objects on top of each other to form a tower, a task that I last did when I played World of Goo. But the problem with this is that because you can't really have fine control over your flies here, it's very easy to over and undershoot your target, land with too much force so it just smashes your tower, and it can get a little bit frustrating. For this mission, these cows don't seem to want to stay in this pen of theirs, so they keep bouncing out. And I was trying to grab these locks and maneuver them, but it didn't seem to work. Another issue is that with your flies, you're only really controlling one fly, and the rest are flying around. The issue is that when you're trying to grab an object, they're going to grab it in relation to where they're at when you press, I think it's left trigger in this game. And this creates an issue because of how physics driven things are. That if they're grabbing it at the wrong angle for like longer or heavier objects, it becomes very hard to maneuver them around. Now you can see here I'm trying to get them all in this damn pen, and it is just becoming a nightmare. Now please keep in mind though that again, this is a Kickstarter demo. So what you see may not represent what the game will become if it does secure its funding. And I'm sure the developer has seen like issues and have spoken to playtesters, and they're probably working on ways to make things a little bit more manageable. From the Kickstarter page, which you should find a link to it down below, there are plans if they do secure the funding to add in more bugs, classes, even stuff maybe like local co-op. I could see co-op being really fun, or really crazy and ruining relationships in a game like this. But with that said, we're going to wrap up this first look here because, again, there isn't too much to say right now. If you are interested in supporting the game, as of the time of this recording, the Kickstarter is still going on, so be sure to check it out. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I would like to thank the developer or the publisher for giving me a key to check out Bug Academy. And if you'd like me to look at your game in the future, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But, as always, be sure to check out our Discord, Patreon, all that great stuff linked down below. And come back for daily discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Once again, this has been Bug Academy, and I will see you all next time. If you're looking for another book about game design, be sure to check out my first title, 20 Essential Games to Study, out now. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed things, be sure to do all the liking and subscribing that the kids are doing these days. Check out our Discord channel linked down below where we hang out and chat game design, and come back later tonight for our regular streamings. But that's it, and tune in for more great content here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games.